Hello everyone, my name is Deandra Bolton and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a video welcoming my channel because this is going to be the first video on my channel, and also a review on a recent purchase that I got. I have a lot of bags, shoes, jewelry, hats, you name it. Almost everything related to fashion, I am sort of into it. If I like it, I'm into it. So I usually always show my family members, my friends, and so forth like that, and they've always kid around and said, you should start your own channel, and blah, 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 because I guess I'm always bombarding them, showing up like, this is what I got, and so forth. And I literally thought about it, and I was just like, you know what? I think I'm gonna do it. I am personally I would say a more so, I'm blanking on the word for some reason, private person. There we go. I'm a very private person, so I was kind of hesitant in actually starting this venture. And I follow a lot of people. I shouldn't say a lot of people. I have a few favorites that I do subscribe to and I watch on a regular basis on YouTube. Sergio Secret, Autumn Beckman with her Fashion on a Budget. I love it. And a couple of others. My friend Stephanie Pierre just actually started her own luxury lifestyle fashion channel as well, and I am not doing that per se because, as I said, I'm a private person, so you're not going to get my lifestyle from traveling, things of that nature. It's really just going to be fashion. So I did a lot of research in terms of like how people start a YouTube channel. Is this feasible? What does that look like for me? And I was sort of torn because, as you can see, I don't really wear makeup. I would wear makeup if it's like my birthday, I have an event to go to, or if I'm dressed up that day and I'm just like, you know what, I'll put on a little mascara today, you know? But generally, I don't really wear makeup. So I started, and it was really weird, and I had to kind of sort of take a step back and analyze this. Like, as soon as I decided to go on YouTube, I started to be very critical about my looks. And I'm just like, do I want to have that fresh, polished look? Am I going to wear makeup? You know, just things like that. I knew I wanted like some sort of neutral background, and I live with my family because I refuse to pay rent. I don't think it makes sense. I have been saving up for a house for a long time, and I've gone through many, I shouldn't say many, literally just two contracts, which I had to pull out for not my reasons. It was really the seller, the owner, had a lot of issues that was starting to be placed on me. And I'm just like, no, these are not my problems. I'm not paying for someone else's issues. And I just have one income. So right now the market is not conducive. I'm sorry I'm going on this tangent about that, but long story short, I live with family. So my room is a very big room, a decent sized room, but as you will notice as I'm more on this channel and uploading things, I shop a lot. I buy a lot. And therefore this big room has seemed or appeared to be very small to what my needs. And that's why I really want my own place. Huge walk-in closet. If not, I'll transform a room, an extra bedroom, to a walk-in closet. I don't care. I know what I need because of my habit. So I have this lovely backdrop here that I got off of Amazon, and it's wonderful. I thought it was gonna be collapsible, but I can put it in a corner in my room and get it all done. But yeah, you're gonna see this bare face all the time. I will look presentable because that's me as a person. I like to look presentable, but I'm not gonna be dressing up unless you catch me on a day where I'm already in that state. No. So I'm Deandra Bolton, and I am going to name my channel, or my little tagline, because people have a tagline, and I was really going over and over about this because I don't make a lot. I shouldn't say that. I should say I am not rich. Everything that is on this channel is gonna be out of my pocket, and I have a lot of inventory that can last probably more than a year to show you on this channel, and things that I already have coming in still that I'm waiting on. So I buy what I like, and you will come to figure that out on this channel. I don't care if it's brand name, I don't care if it is a brand, I don't care if it's contemporary, if it's a luxury brand. If I like it, I'm going to get it. I always do try to look for a bargain, especially if it's on the higher price end. But there's certain brands that you know that you're not going to get a significant discount on, and you're just gonna have to figure out whether or not that's an item for you. If you're willing to take your hard-earned money and do that, and how does that work out? I'm very big on not going into debt. This is going to be like a whole overall like welcome, about me, introduction type of video, just to give you a heads up. So yeah, I'm really big on not going into debt. I've been in debt when I came out of undergrad. I was really good with my credit card, but unfortunately, after graduating, it took me some time to get a job, and I was really adamant that I was not going into retail or going into the food industry as like in the means to end in terms of until I get a position that is what I'm looking for. I was very adamant about that, and not a lot of people have that luxury to do so. I definitely was a bit able to do that because I was living with family. Certain things they were helping me on, but I guess they always tell me that I'm very reserved with a lot of personal things, even with family, okay? And they didn't really know the extent of my debt situation, because I feel like that's something I brought upon myself. Yes, there are certain circumstances that came upon me to lead me in that direction, but at the end of the day, I made those purchases. So when it took a long time for me to actually find a job that I liked, I was still working. I was doing tutoring, and I'm pretty good with my hands. I do hair and stuff. This is not going to be a hair channel. I don't really think I'm qualified to do a hair channel, even though I've been told that since I was in high school, because I've been doing hair since I've been really young. Actually, I caught it really easy. Like, nobody really showed me. I would just see people do it, and I'm just like, oh, that's how you do it. And I would, on the dolly hair, I would just, practice, and not really practice in terms of like I was trying to practice, but it was just an interest of mine, and I would just do it, and I became really good. So yeah, I was doing hair and also tutoring on the side. I got a college education. I'm going to utilize that, but it wasn't enough to I guess make ends meet and actually pay off my credit card. I only had one at the time, and so I ended up getting a job that I wanted. It wasn't the greatest pay. It was part-time, and it was in my field, and I'm in the sciences, and I took it knowing that I needed to put my foot in the door in a way, and I was still doing tutoring and hair on the side. And then with that additional income, I was able to start paying something towards my credit card bill. And then as I progressed throughout my career, I sacrificed a lot and I literally had no money to myself at the end of the week, to be honest, because I put everything I could into my credit card bill to get it down, especially because I got onto a program where I had 0 interest, because I really realized that, there was an issue. So since then, I had only one credit card. Once I paid it all off, I immediately got a different credit card. I didn't want to stay with that company. It was one of those predatory, I would say, companies that, go after new college students. And I would say it was a good way to start credit, but as I said, things fell apart on my end. And I see the light going down. Let me turn on the ring light because I was using natural light before. Yes, I was using natural light. I'll get a hang of all of this with the lighting and how I want things to look. I really know that's just not going to be like a super polished channel because I have a job, and although I do like channels that are super polished, they have a jingle and they have an introduction with all the music and they twirl about and you're like, it's Stephanie. Oh, sorry, Stephanie, I'm not, I'm not poking any fun at you, but I'm just saying, Autumn Beckman here. But it's just not gonna be like that. It's gonna be a working person having a little hobby on the side and interest, and just sharing that interest with whoever comes on and view it on YouTube. So yeah, side note, I had one credit card, and I was saving a lot after I finished the credit card, paid it all off. I got a new one, and I kept saving. And immediately you notice the difference in terms of like even how banks approach you. Like I went in because to make a new account, because my grandmother, we were having I believe it was I think it was a 70th birthday party for her. I can't remember, but it was a birthday party that we're having at an event space. So everyone was pitching in family wise to contribute money so that we can make it happen. And me being coined the more responsible person within the family, I was charged with all the financial stuff. So I went to my bank to open up a separate account to put all this money in and so forth. And immediately they was like, oh, you have good credit. You should join, you should get this credit card. It has these perks. It has travel perks. And I'm just like, hold on. I just got a credit card debt. I think I can only handle one credit card at the time. I was like, oh, you can switch it over, giving me everything in the world. There was no limitations. I stuck to my guns because listen, once you're in credit card debt, no matter how little it is or how great it is, it's a lot. You get called a lot. I would say it's almost borderline harassed how many times you get called in a day, and it's just like, I don't like to live like that. So I was very weary, and that was, I would say, back in 2019. Yeah, 18, 19. And fast forward today, 22, I finally decided to add two more, credit cards to my, my collection. I don't know if that's even the right word, but I decided to add two more credit cards, and it took me a very long time. One, because I already had a rewards card, which is a really good rewards card. I even paid for like a whole trip with the rewards and money back that I got back. So I'm not gonna get rid of that. And who was I actually decided to go with after getting out of credit card debt was Capital One. They seemed the most reasonable, the most I would say, if you're trying to rebuild your credit, they were the most helpful and more willing to accept new members that are going through that process. So if anyone is in that situation and is trying to rebuild, and I started to rebuild when I literally had like 1 to 2 payments left on my credit card debt, then I was like, I know I'm gonna finish. I started the other one, and I also closed it out. I know some people are like, oh, don't close it. Listen, I opened up a new one. I didn't really see a dent in my credit card score. It was fine.